Good morning. Hello. Let's see. I want to see these things today. Good morning, y'all. I think I'll scoot it back. Yeah. Now you can see everything. Good morning, peoples. Darlene, good morning. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad to see you today. How's things going for you, girl? Health wise, property wise, storm wise? I hope you're doing well. I know you had a terrible predicament there for a while, and I felt so sorry for you. I just, my heart went out to you. Good morning, y'all who are coming in. It's good to see you here. Thank you for coming today. I know it's been like 3 weeks before I've seen any of you, if you're not in the group, that is, because I see y'all in the group every day. Hello, come in, sit down. I had to go get me another cup of coffee. Hi, Connie. Good morning to you. Thank you for coming today. Jackie, good morning. Well, I'm doing good. How are you doing? It's a beautiful day here. It's sunshiny and it's cool out there. Of course, this afternoon it's going to be a whole lot warmer. But right now it's fabulous. And I hope to have a good day, and I hope y'all do too. Good morning, Nelda. I got mine this last week also, Jackie. I had a doctor appointment. I had a doctor appointment, and so they gave me my flu shot. I didn't feel good either. The next morning, I felt like I was getting a cold, runny nose, sniffling, that kind of thing. But it only lasted 1 day, and then I was okay. It wasn't like it was last year when I had that flu, or 2 years when I had that flu shot and the COVID shot at the same time. Jackie, I'm normal. At least my blood pressure is. I'm never going to be normal, but I did well. Now, I went up to the doctor, and I told y'all about it in the group that I can't even remember what I was going to say. I guess I'm cuckoo bird today. Um, oh, because yes, I was worried. Thank you. I was worried about my Thule, but she's doing well, y'all. She has not had another spell like that. I know that's what it was, though. It's the exact same thing that my Daisy Bell had. The exact same thing. So I know she had a stroke. She came out of it quickly, though. Oh, really? Speaking of, I went out on the back porch this morning to feed my cats, and I saw something just went shoo, across the patio, and I was like, what is that? I couldn't figure out what it was. It was so fast, but I knew that it was the color of my Ginger. Well, Ginger was out there. This was little. And y'all, it's a kitten, and I'm going to say maybe 7, 8 weeks old, maybe a little morning. Good morning, Diane. Maybe a little older than that. Good morning, Kathy. Thank y'all for coming in. But it's a little kitten, y'all, and it's scared to death. And it was trying to get, yep, it was trying to get out of the back patio. Now, there's ways to get out because my cats come in and out. Ginger was coming down the tree and saw it, and he's like, what is that? Hey, Chris, good morning to you. I'm glad you came in today. But so now I've got a kitten out there. Good morning, Joy. Oh, goody. We've got 24 in here. Um, it's scared to death. I feel sorry for its little self because it found its way here somehow. I can't imagine. But y'all know all my animals have been spayed or neutered. So it's not from my clan. This is probably, thanks, Jackie. This is probably somebody who dumped out cats and it found its way. How it found its way into my back patio, I don't know, because you sort of have to live here a while to know that there's certain ways you can get in and out of that patio. And I went out there a while ago. Thank you, Kathy. I went out there a while ago and it had come out from under the porch. It quickly ran back under. Now, if it's going to live here, that's fine. That's fine. And eventually, it will get to where it's used to them. Probably so, Jackie. Like, there's that big box of Chewy on the front porch. She's got food. Maybe so, Joy. Hey, L.A. Oh, you're taking care of your friend who's 96. Isn't that wonderful? Well, L.A., I'm so glad that you were able to come in today and say hello. I've missed you so much. I think she's doing it with her voice, Connie. Are you voice typing, Jackie, or not? Because she is super fast. Yesterday I tried to sign in to my Facebook page and my keyboard wasn't working. Yeah, I don't see any errors. You're fine. My keyboard wouldn't work, and I would type on it, but nothing came out of it. And I was so upset. And I thought, oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to go buy a new keyboard. Oh, good, Diane. Or Darlene, pardon me. Good, good, good. Hey, Grace. It's good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Y'all, I'm so glad to see you. Gosh, really, it has been, I think, 3 weeks since I have had a live. I've missed you. I thought about not having it done this morning. I said, I can't do that. I gotta go say hi to people. Make sure everybody's doing well. Some people do, you know, voice typing on their phones. But you can have one of mine, Jackie. Wait, you can't have any that I've named. But I've named them all, haven't I? Except for this new guy or girl. I don't know. I feel so sorry for that baby, y'all. It's out there. It's all alone. It doesn't have a mama. Where's brothers and sisters? It's in an enclosed area. It doesn't know how to get out of there now that it's got in there. And it's all these strange cats are out there. And it's like, what do I do now? But it's going to have to come up on the porch. I know, Darlene. I know what you mean. When I talk to her, sometimes she doesn't understand what I'm trying to say. I think so, Kathy. It had to be. Hi, Cindy. Good morning to you. Glad you came in, girl. It had to have been dropped off. I don't know. There's nobody around here that can have kitties. Well, Joy, it scared the death of me. You know how little kitties are. If they don't have interaction with humans, it takes them a long time to get used to you. And by the time they get, everybody wants a kitty. I think so, Kathy. I know, Diane. Isn't that funny? I I have to go. I have to change it all the time when I try doing it. I don't do it much anymore. I used to on my phone, but this phone won't let me do it very well, or else it doesn't understand. I don't know. Hi, Cheryl. Yeah, they do. And they need you out there telling them what to do, Cheryl. Make sure they do it right. Well, that's exciting. I'm glad you're getting a new roof. Did you have to get a new roof, or is it like storm wise? Did it tear up during the storm? I don't know where you are. Y'all, the destruction on that storm. I mean, that just broke my heart. I know it did y'all too. And Darlene would post in the group about that storm, and I was so worried for her, so upset for her. Bless her heart. She has enough to worry about as it is, doesn't she? I know she had some damage around her house, but I don't think it was just terrible damage, was it, Darlene? I don't think it like damaged your, roof or anything. It was pretty bad, y'all. No, not yet, Jackie. Oh, me too, Cheryl. Yeah, not yet, Jackie. I've gotten a lot of people inquiring about it, but I've done something this time that I didn't do last time, and that is find out more about people before I let them in my house. Well, I'm going to be real specific on things, Jackie. I'm not going to get into that again. I think that last tenant I had, that made me really leery of, I've got a questionnaire that I give them beforehand. Oh, yeah, I will, Diane. I will. Anyway, I've got this questionnaire that I send them, and some of them fill it out and send it back, and some of them don't. But in this area, people aren't used to that. I'm reading what Darlene says. Oh, Darlene. I have had some nutcases, and I ought to write a book on that. Um, I have had some really goofy people, really strange people. I think I told y'all, I'm not sure I did, about the guy that said, well, I had an eviction a couple of years ago. What don't I mean, of course he told it straight up, right out. And of course I'm gonna check on it anyway. I am, Darlene. Doesn't it? Okay, let me tell you about that one. So I got an inquiry from a lady, and she is an RN and works not too far from here. Well, she lives very close to me, about 4 miles. And she has an 11-year-old son. Well, she and her husband are going through a divorce. So she's got to move out of that house. Apparently, she can't afford it. But her stipulation on her divorce thing, and it's not final yet, is that she must live in Upshur County until her son turns to be 18 years old, and he's 11 now. So that's why this house appealed to her. Okay, y'all, this is terrible. Now, remember, she's an RN. Okay, so she made an appointment to come, and then I got a message from her saying, well, she's going to be late because she's in a meeting. Well, I understand stuff like that. That's fine. So then I get another message from her. She said, I'm going to run get my daughter. I didn't know she had a daughter. I'm going to run get my daughter because she wants to come see the house too. Then I get a text saying, well, I'm not bringing my daughter. She doesn't want to see it. Well, our daughter is grown and has children of her own. So that's this woman with an 11-year-old now. Good morning, Becky. Has a grown daughter with children. Okay, set the stage. Y'all know the situation. Okay, she pulls up in the driveway, and I noticed when she first got out of the car, there was something going on with her. Strange. I don't even know how to do it. I don't even. Let's say she was like, she didn't know. It's like she didn't know where that house up there, my house here, or that house over there. Well, she's looked at the pictures. They're on the ad, so she knew. She didn't know which one to go to, which is silly. So she comes in and she goes through the house and she comes back to the living room. Let me get a sip of coffee. She comes into the living room and I was fixing to go out, fixing to, y'all know what that means. I was getting ready to go outside on the patio. I thought I'd wait on her and she comes in the living room. So I'm standing there like this and she comes out like this. Okay, she's not facing me, y'all, not at all. She's looking straight ahead, like where the windows are, the curtains. She never turns. When you talk to somebody, don't you want to face them? You kind of want to look at them, you know what I mean? She didn't. She started talking about the divorce. He was mean to her. He was cruel. He said awful things to her. That's not my business. But here's what she did. She took her hands and put her fingers together. And all the time she's talking to me, she's doing stuff like this. And then she's doing this. And then she's doing her hair and moving her hair back. And that, y'all know what that looks like? I mean, she could not be still. She could not stop. She never looked at me. She stood there talking the whole time, doing this kind of thing, looking up and twisting her arms, and she'd take her fingers and twist them around. Y'all know what that is? Because I was telling Brian about it, and he said, twerking. She's twerking. She was twerking. Exactly, Connie. That's exactly right. Darlene, she was all over the place. She couldn't quit from rubbing on her arms and twisting her fingers. And all the time she's telling me the story of her husband and how mean he is to her. And oh, she's got to do this and she's got to do that. She was all over the dang place. She's on something, man. It's not coffee, but she's on something. Wow. I don't want her as a tenant, y'all. But she didn't want to live here anyway. But she was a nutcase, a total nutcase. I've never seen anything about it. I was telling Cody's daddy about it too. And the first thing he says is she was twerking. At first I didn't know the word. I'm so stupid about it. I called it something else, but it was twerking. Oh yeah, Jackie, absolutely. She was all over the place. She was absolutely. Y'all, she's driving a car, for heaven's sake. And she's got a little boy at home. She was on something, that's for sure. She had just come from her job, and that job is about 45-minute drive from here. So she's been driving like that, y'all. I mean, I've seen that kind of thing before, because I had a cousin-in-law whose son was on drugs, and that's the kind of thing he would do. I know, Jackie. I think so too, Darlene. I think so. I have, Connie. I mean, really, one of these days I'm going to sit down and write down uh, what all these crazies have done. No, I haven't, Jackie. I didn't think about it. Honestly, I didn't. That's really what I would love to have, y'all. Somebody who, you know, 60s, 70s. I just made my arm bleed. Y'all are going to think I'm on something because I'm sitting here. Is that Rodney? Scruggs? Is that Rodney? If so, you got a new name, sir. Well, you got to be Rodney. Oh, Sue. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, because we've got a Rodney in here, and I think his last name is Scruggs. So it just shows your last name there, Sue. But now I know it's you. Well, I wish I could. I wish I could. Sue, I don't like showing my house after dark. You know what I mean? And I don't want to do that. I'm not, and I don't, I don't know. There's only been a couple of people that I haven't wanted to show it to. That when they speak to me, they act like they are entitled. They act like you remember that first guy that came out here with his girlfriend and kid, and how he didn't even speak to me at all. And he just started walking off and walked off and didn't say thanks for showing the house or anything, just walked off and got in his truck. Yeah, I'm going to try, Kathy. I'm going to try. But y'all, you know what? I've got a house over there and I've done a lot of work. No, Jackie, I had it on Zillow. I had it on Zillow, and I'm thinking I get the nutcases off of Zillow. And I took it off Zillow yesterday. I'll probably relist it sometime this week. I know that I need to rent the house, but if I could go and never rent that house, it would be fine with me. I am able to buy food. I am able to pay my bills. I don't go on shopping sprees. I don't go out to eat. I don't go to the movies. I don't do all that stuff. You know what I mean? So I'm very, very thrifty. Some may say cheap, but I'm thrifty. I fill my car up with gas maybe every 3 weeks, y'all. I don't even go 50 miles a month in my car. No Zillow, no. I'm kind of agreeing with you about Zillow. Yes. Well, you can put it, you can make your deposit whatever you want. So, you know. But if I could, I would not rent that. I have had the best week, y'all. I have had this wonderful week. Brian came down on Thursday, I think, and he built steps for me to get in my storeroom next door so I don't have to go through that patio that would belong to whoever lives there. I won't have to go through there to get in my storage room. I can go around the backyard. Brian built me steps I put my fabric up on my fence over there. I had the most wonderful day. It was a cool day and it was a wonderful breeze, and Brian was here and I was happy. And I'm thinking, I don't want to rent that house. I don't want to. I want to put if I want to put Timu flowers out around the side of the house, I will. I mean, seriously, Jackie, I think of you every time I talk about my Timu flowers. I don't have to give it, Sue. No, you, I don't, I don't have to give my name and I don't have to give the location. That's what I have not been doing, y'all, is putting the address on my ad. And you know why? Because people, even though all those pictures are on there for them to see, all the pictures inside and out, people want to know, where's the house? Where's the address? Because they're going to come and drive up in my driveway, get out, walk around, look through the windows. I don't want that. So, and it's a good idea for me not to give out the address until I know they are actually coming. And that is something Brian said to me. Maybe, Kathy, I don't know. I'll eventually rent it, but I am going to be very, very careful about it. Because, if I get on there and somebody says, well, where's that house? And I say, well, so and so address, they're going to come right out. They are. I would. I'd be curious even if I saw pictures of it. I could, Diane. I'm thinking on it. Brian would have a fit. I have put so much money in that house, y'all, not just to mention the hours and months of work I put in that house. But I sure do like it sitting there empty. Of course, Jackie, it sure is. It is organized as it can be. I have shelves and things in there, and I have all my tools, and I have my paint supplies, and I have caulk and all that stuff. I love that. I think so too, Connie. I think so too, Cindy. No, Becky, we don't have anything. All we've got is those little old town festivals around, but there's not, it's not like Six Flags or river rafting. There's nothing like that out here. Nothing. Connie, I am okay money wise as far as paying my obligations, as far as paying my bills and being able to buy food. And I buy my cat food and my dog food, and that's it. I can't buy any more. But I'm living, I'm thriving actually, because my mind is not worried about what I have to do next door. You know what I mean? I'm not worried anymore about, I got to get up in the morning at 7 o'clock and get over there and work on those and paint the walls and do this and that. It's wonderful. I like it. I like going out and sitting on my front porch. No, I haven't been, Jackie. That's the problem. Brian has been working from home now for about 2 months. So I have not been working for him. Now, it's going to come up pretty soon that I will start working for him again. So that will give me some extra income, y'all, for my Timu flowers. Yep. No, Becky, I can't. And there's a reason for that. Airbnb, you got to furnish all the furniture. You got to have a TV set. You got to have pots and pans. You got to have a coffee pot. You have to have cups and saucers. You got to have knives and utensils. You got to have sheets and pillowcases and pillows and a bed and mattresses and chairs and dining. See what I mean? That's what you have to have in an Airbnb. There's no way I could furnish that place. No way. So that won't work. And besides that, and I've checked on those Airbnbs and what people are saying, and they say, I am sick to death of going in every time somebody leaves and cleaning that place up. And I would be too. Good morning, Plain Vanilla Grandma. I'm glad to see you. I haven't seen you in a while. Carol is your name. Carol, I am ready, but I have not found the right person. And y'all, I wish I could, Kathy. I would love it. I am being very, very careful now on, because I don't want to get in that mess that I got into once before. Well, Carol, you can, I'm glad to have you here, whether you comment or not. I'm glad to see you. I sure am. Oh no, Jackie. Problem is, yeah, that's the big problem, y'all. Prices are going crazy. Rents are out of sight. I watch her too, Jackie. She's a fun lady. I really enjoy her. Um, y'all know it is. Food is out of sight. It's just we're having a tough time in this country, and obviously in Jackie's country as well. But that hurricane, those people have lost everything they had. I have a house. Y'all have a place you're living in. Whether it belongs to you outright or not, it's yours. And those people have lost everything, especially the people up in Appalachia. They're having to take food and supplies into those people on donkeys, y'all, because you can't get to them otherwise up in the hills and in the mountains up there. I don't know, Jackie. I mean, they were just beat down to death with those storms, two of them right in a row like that. Um, the second one, Milton, it did turn before it went on up through, yeah, North Carolina, Darlene. Have y'all seen pictures of that? Oh my gosh, it's devastated, y'all. The buildings are gone, the trees are gone. I don't know, Carol. I know it. Where in the world? Those people are living in tents. I saw. And the guys are going up there. They're going up there with food and things like that, and blankets and all that kind of stuff. And they can't get across the rivers to get to them. They're having to do tow lines. You know what I'm talking about? So they can swing their goods to them. They're starving. They're going to starve, y'all. There's no place for them. There's no place for them to live. I can't either, Connie. Yeah, I heard that, Darlene. Hey, excellent, Jackie. Good for you. Good morning, LL Jean. Well, I've already mentioned that I have another cat. It's a baby. I don't know where it came from. It's wild. It won't let me near it. But if it wants to eat, I got food out there it can eat. It's not one of my kitty cat's babies because they're all spayed or neutered. And I reenacted a crazy person who checked on my house who was a nurse, and we think that she was on drugs. Nope, I don't have a tenant yet. The one I had has ruined me on people in general renting my house, and I want to be very, very, very careful who I rent to. What all you got to do to it, Jackie? I mean, is this your house by the sea? See what Connie said. We got a big landowner in here, y'all. That's Jackie. Yeah. I could sell my stuff over here and go live in Jackie's rental. Wouldn't that be fun? She would just get so mad at me. By the sea. Uh, that's the one you're going to name, and you're going to put up a sign. What was the name you picked? They name their house. Well, I do too, y'all. This is Rose Cottage. I don't think a whole lot of people name their houses. Oh, I think so too, Connie. Jackie, will you do that in the, would you consider doing that in the group so that we can see pictures? I would love to see it. How do you pronounce that? Coppin? Copin? Well, you can name, if it's yours, you can name it whatever you want to. Take that name off of it and put your own up there. Hannonville. Do you really? Yeah, well, name it whatever you want to. When I named this house, I had a whole bunch of roses out there, y'all. I don't anymore. We had a drought, I don't know, maybe 3 years ago, and it was devastating. That's when we had the fires and all that stuff, and people had to evacuate. I didn't, but Brian did. He had to evacuate his home because of the fires. And all my roses were just they just died. I couldn't keep them alive. Couldn't keep enough water on them. Oh, for heaven's sake, Jackie, they would not like me. Man, I'd have that door painted at midnight. Just pretend like, how did that happen? I can't imagine who did that. It's like an HOA, I think. Darlene's rose is wonderful. It grew. Yeah, I probably would be arrested for a lot of things over there, Jackie, but not just that. Darlene's rose filled up that great big lattice, white lattice I had out there. It had some beautiful blooms on it. Oh, it did really well, but it is flat grown. She sent it to me as a stick like this, you know, and now it's a beautiful bush. I showed y'all pictures. I think on some video. I don't know. I should have taken more still pictures. No, Lilac Cottage. I like that, Becky. I am, Connie. Yeah, because if I'm going to paint my front door, I'm going to paint that sucker. I don't care what anybody says. Well, their patio is a mess right now because I haven't devoted any time to it. I got out there a couple of days ago and got my blower and blew off all the leaves and stuff that have managed to pile up under there. And I'm going to start cleaning that up. The Cherokee rose, Darlene, my heritage is Cherokee. My father's mother was Cherokee, and I know they're beautiful. That the Cherokee rose. Have y'all heard the the story of the Cherokee Rose. Y'all know that, and I'm going to get this wrong. The government, the United States government, rounded up all the tribes, the Indian tribes, and made them march and to put them on land, sort of like, land the government decided. Yes, the Trail of Tears. The government decided that's where all these Indian tribes were going to live, even though this was, all of it was their land in the first place. So they rounded them up, and these people walked great distances, hundreds and hundreds of miles, with their children and everything that they had. They had to carry their belongings. And a lot of little children died along the way. A lot of their people did, but also the little children. And so the Cherokee Rose is called, because they call the whole thing Trail of Tears, because the Cherokee Rose signifies where the mother's tears dropped on the ground. A rose sprang from that area, and it's called the Cherokee Rose. That's why they call it the Cherokee Rose. I'm sure I messed that up. I'm sure. But y'all look it up if you're interested. Look up the Trail of Tears and look up Cherokee Rose. Green is for envy colors. Yellow, jealousy. My mother was a floral designer too, Darlene, and my aunt owned her own shop. Put them on reservations is what the government did. Didn't it smell wonderful? I would go down to the shop sometimes after school. All those wonderful scents. It's a beautiful place inside of there. I'm going to make a video. I want to show you what I've done to the front of my cottage. I have planted a long line of shrubs down my walkway, and I'll make a video. So when Cody's daddy was here last week, he said, "Oh, you planted a whole bunch of shrubs over there." I said, "Yeah, I did that in one day, and I just got them right planted down so nice and neat and straight." And he said, "Well, they look great. What are they called?" And I said, "Plastic." They're my teen moose slubs. He said, "Well, they look good." And I said, "Well, yeah, they look real, the shrubs." So I may plant flowers next. I don't have to water them, don't have to fertilize them, don't have to clip them, nothing. Oh, gosh, Connie. That's been really rough on her, Connie, and rough on all of y'all. You gonna buy some, Jackie, from Temu? Brian bought some. Brian's got plants at his house with Temu flowers in them. They are gorgeous. You cannot tell that they are plastic, y'all, unless you go up and touch them. I mean, why not? They're inexpensive. Doesn't cost you a whole lot as far as water and other things. You don't have to ever clip them or take care of them. Anything, you just stick them down in the ground. Yeah, Diane. Cool, Jackie. I would love to see a picture of them because they do look pretty. I'm thinking I would like some flowers out here in front behind the shrubs. Some flowers in that great big flower bed out there. But I'm not quite sure what to get yet. I would love to have a rose. I tried planting roses out there, real roses, knockout roses. Couldn't keep those suckers alive to save my life. The lock Brian put, I'm scared to shut the door. I go out that door and I pull it too, just where it catches, but not totally closes, because I'm scared I won't get back in the house. Wow, Darlene, good for you. Well, wait, that's a heck of a way to lose it. I wouldn't want to lose it the way you had to lose it. But now you're able to buy new clothes, so that's good. I have, Connie, and I've got some. And I do have some pictures of those on a video. I'm going to do that. I need to do that. Thanks for the idea. I'm going to make me a new video on showing all my Temu flowers. Diana, y'all, that's Diana by the beach. Diana, I have asked you at least 4 or 5 times in the group how you're doing now. And I know you're not seeing it because I don't write your whole name out. I just say Diana, and that doesn't alert you that I've asked you something, but that's okay. That's okay. I was just wondering how you're doing. I'm sure it is, Darlene. That's your heart. So Diana was wondering about your cats. And of course, you broke some very important things in your body. And so I was wondering how you were doing. We've got several folks, not just in here, but in our Facebook group too, that have some issues that they're having to deal with, and we pray for them. Hello, Leonora. Nice of you to come in. We're talking plastic plants and cats and storms and all kinds of stuff. Oh, now that sounds nice, Darlene. Yes, Jackie, we do. We have a lot of those. Uh-oh, Diana. Well, let's hope we don't see that melanoma again. And I'm glad you're doing well on your fractures. No, I have before, Jackie. I've been to one, and I bought something that was really stupid for some reason. I just had to have it. I don't even have it now. I bought a framed picture of Cary Grant. He wasn't my favorite. I don't know. He was a good-looking man, but why I bought that, I had $15 on a picture of Cary Grant that she probably got off the internet and ran off on her printer, I don't know why I bought that. I just had to have it. So I don't even have it now. I have the twinkle lights on a ficus tree on my front porch of my cottage. I put little twinkle lights all over them, and they come on at night, and they look really nice. And I have twinkle lights also all around both sides of my patio in the back for my cats. So, all those twinkle lights. Temu has great ones, Jackie, and they're inexpensive. I've got some that look like tiny little flowers, and there's different modes. You can have them on all the time. You can have them flashing, or you can have, some flashing, some not flashing, that kind of thing. There's all kinds of different modes, and they're very inexpensive. So I've got them on front and back as well. They're solar. They have a battery in them, but they're solar. You know what yeah. And man, I have had no trouble whatsoever. Just make sure you put your little solar thing, your what do y'all call that, y'all? The thing the sun hits. The solar panel. Yeah, make sure you put it out in the light, in the sun. Kathy, she's fine. She's doing just fine. I can't go out of the house till she's not screaming and carrying on. Yeah, she's had some problems. I saw that, Jackie. But thank you for asking, Kathy. She's doing really well. Oh, Diana. Yeah, nice, Darlene. That's also, that's good for you to do. You've been so down and worried about everything, and then you get into this like decorating mode, and you buy new things for your kitchen or from your bathroom or whatever, and it gets your mind off of a lot of other things that have consumed you, I'm sure. But it gives you kind of a rush to think, oh, I'm doing this now and I'm all enjoying this. It's so fun to redecorate. Right, Darlene, they're very expensive and they're nice quality. They really are. There's some very nice quality. I bought one pair of pants that I immediately threw in the trash, but otherwise I have had no problems with anything I've bought for them, and I like everything they do. So, have you ordered from them? Is that what you're saying? You've ordered from them before, Jackie? Well, doggone, Diane. Doggone. I have a code, a Temu code. If you've never ordered from the app, and you can use the code if it's your first time, and you get 30% off. Maybe, Jackie, I don't know. Yeah, they're irritating, Diane. But all you have to do is just say, I don't want those ads. Let me see what that was. Yeah, I don't know. I got some kind of notice and don't know what for. Guess it wasn't important. Hello, Martha. Thank you for coming in today. Hope you're doing well. Oh, Nelda. Her husband was in a wreck. I'm sorry, Nelda. Oh, that is good news, Diana. Had to have his eye removed. God bless him. Oh, I know it, Connie. I know what they say, but you know what? I've got the app on my phone if I want to look at it, and I've never had any problems with them. I really haven't. You can make fix it to where you don't get their notices all the time. It's handy if you want to look up, say you have an order, you want to look up when it's coming or where it is and all of that. Well, yes, I'm sorry to hear that, Nilda, and I'm glad that he is okay. Now you just got to deal with the automobile or whatever it is. But it you really can just turn off the notifications. That's all on your Timu app. I'm gonna switch my coffee for water. Win. Isn't that the baby's name? Win. W W WYN? I'm not sure. So for those of y'all who do not know, we have a Facebook group that you are welcome to join. And it's called My Simple Cottage Life Friends and Family. You just type it in the search, Facebook search, and click to join. But you must answer two of the questions. They're not invasive questions, they're not prying into your business. They are simple questions, just so I know, I'm sure, just so I can make sure that it's somebody, from my channel and not somebody that's just wandering by. So I would like for you to join if you would like to. We have a good time there. We are able to share our pictures and our families if we want, our flowers that we grow or what food that we make, whatever we want to share, you can share. Dinah have a new kitty cat. I don't know if you were in here when I told. I noticed it this morning when I went out to feed the all my cats, and it ran like heck trying to. It was zoomed away from me, scared to death of me. About 7 to 8 weeks old, maybe. Nope, you haven't done Facebook, Leonora. It's good to see you, Kathy. Thank you for coming in. Hope you have a great week. It is, Leonora. We get to learn things about each other that we maybe didn't know before. A lot of people share things in groups that they don't share, like on YouTube, in videos, etc. I don't know, Jackie, but I'm getting sick of that because I have to go around and change everything. Y'all know spring forward, fall back. Is it in October, y'all? That we have to change the clocks. I'm not sure. This weekend, folks, uh, is is the Jamboree, the Gilmer Jamboree, and I'm supposed to go. I don't know if I will or not. I do too, Darlene. Good, Leonora. That'd be great. Well, it's going to start getting dark around 5 o'clock here, Jackie. I hate that. Most of us do hate that. I had understood that the government was going to say, we're not going to do that anymore, that we're going to go back to just one time for everybody. And I hope they do. And I thought it was this year. It must be 2025. Oh, y'all. So my driver's license expires on my birthday, which is in May, you know. And so it's really kind of hard to get to driver's license place. You have to make an appointment now. You can't just go in. And then they have to have a copy of your birth certificate and your old driver's license. And I don't know what all that they have to have now. They're kind of cracking down on things like that. No, Jackie. No, I would if I were 79 years old. I would. But I'm getting in under the bullet, under the gun. November 3rd, Darlene. She said November 3rd is when, okay. So anyway, I couldn't find my birth certificate. I know, yes, LL Jean, you can. You can go online and renew. Well, I had trouble. Okay, Leonora, thank you for coming in. You have a good week. I had trouble with the website. You got to make yourself an account and a password and all that stuff. And then they send you a code to your phone or to your email, and you have to type in this code. And then they sent me another code, and I typed in that code. Then they sent me another code, and I typed in. Then it said to me, well, you've had too many times to log in, and we are kicking you out for 4 hours. So I just said to heck with that. I went to bed, got up the next morning, tried it again. I was right in just like that. So I was able to renew my driver's license online, and they will send it to me in, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks. I'll get it, but I had it sent to the post office, I think, instead of my mailbox out here, because we never know with that mailbox if we're going to get our mail or not. It's a really bad service. Anyway, that's how I did that, and that was easy to do. And so then I went over to the county court, and I asked for, really? Wow, we don't have to do that. Just to get a driver's license? Is that what you're talking about? Show marriage and divorce papers for each marriage and divorce. We don't have to do that. Huh, that's interesting. So what I did was I went to the county court and I ordered 2 copies of my birth certificate, and that's going to take a while to get, but I'll get them. And then I'm going to take them and put them away so that Brian will have them one day if and when he needs that. I've already taken all my insurance stuff, my will, the titles to the land, all that kind of stuff, so that it's in a big thing in his safe. Interesting, Diana. Well, see, I have not had a driver's test since I first got my license when I was like 17, 18 years old. So that's the thing. All we have to do is every so many years, and I don't know how much it is, you have to go in to the license bureau and have a new photo. But doing it online, I can't obviously get another photo. So you can do it online and skip all that other stuff. Must have, Darlene. I'm sure that area up there is having troubles of, mail, but we didn't have a hurricane here, and we seldom ever get our packages delivered where they ought to. Yeah, it's really convenient. So, yeah. I know, yeah. Well, like that doctor I had, you need to go get your eyes checked because you can't see the baby in the road. Never seen a baby in the road? Hadn't since either. I don't even know, Connie, what age you have to be. I forgot how old I was, and I forgot how old my kiddos were when they got their driver's license. I thought it was maybe 16. Really, Jackie? Why? Okay, it was 16, Darlene. That's kind of what I thought. I didn't get a car of my own. I think I was 17 because that's when I went to college, and it's a good ways that I had to drive every day. So my daddy bought me a little car. Didn't have air conditioning in it either. In the Texas heat, it was pretty rough. Oh my gosh, Jackie. Hi, Becky. Not to be used as a real ID. That's interesting. Becky, Brian took me to New York in April of 2023. I didn't have to use my driver's license at all to go on the plane. Wait a minute. Maybe I did. Hmm, I can't remember. Maybe I did. Diana. I was so insulted by her. Everything I did was wrong. I didn't do one single thing that she thought was a good thing. I said I'd use olive oil. Well, olive oil cannot be good for you all the time. Well, I mean, my biggest mistake was going in her office in the first place. So all that other stuff was out the window. We do need a passport if we're coming to like see you, Jackie, which I don't have a passport. I never have had one. Yeah, Jackie. We don't have a passport unless we're going over like Canada or going to, you know, the UK or something like that. Becky, you mean so like let's say in 2025 Brian's going to take me back to New York. You mean to tell me I have to have a passport to go from Texas to New York? I never heard of that. I don't know why I'm worried about it. It's not going to happen. Yes, they put a gold star on them now, Darlene. I don't have a gold star on mine now, right now, but I will. Yeah, I think I did that, Diane. I think I did show my driver's license. Wow, Jackie. Well, think of all the people that are coming into this country that don't have any of that stuff. Well, I just don't know. And the thing is, I'm never going to get on a plane again, so I'm not going to worry about it. Damn. Oh, excuse me. I can't believe I said that. I'm so sorry. I got mad. Don't be rude to Jackie. I'm sorry, y'all. I am so sorry. Okay, I said it. I didn't like it. He made you laugh, though, huh? Get over there. Well, he didn't need to be rude to y'all. I will, Becky. I guess it could have been worse, yeah. I need to adopt that philosophy. Well, it could have been worse. I always tell Brian about stuff when we talk about stuff like that. I was like, think of the worst thing that's ever happened to you in your life and you survived it. So everything else is gravy. Everything else is great. Australian. Me too, Connie. I'm glad she thought that was funny. I would have been mad. There's no reason. Thank you, Darlene. I'm so sorry. I don't know. I did if I did or not, Jackie. I love her. I loved her. She was just great. I thought she was great. They're real stern. I know one thing. Brian had to caution me about Mom. Now, don't be making jokes or something when we're in the line to go through the machine. You know, you have to go through that machine. And I'm not gonna make jokes, and I didn't. But I'm one that they searched my bag. Uh, well, yeah, they did. They opened up my bag and just kind of looked down in there, and you know, and there's all these people. Yeah, they picked me, and I tell you why they picked me because I only had that one bag. It was easier to pick the person with the small bag and get them on through than to pick somebody that had a whole bunch of bags, carry-ons and handbags and all that stuff. That takes longer. So they picked me. So remember, next time you go somewhere, carry a whole bunch of bags with you. They will leave you alone because they don't want to take up the time to search you. Really, Diana, we have to have one. I know, Jack, you cannot joke. Do not just stand there and mind your own business and don't say anything. Is that right, Darlene? I'm never going to do it again. I had a terrible takeoff time, and I had a horrible in the air time, and we had to circle New York 5 times, and we had a horrible landing back in Texas. That plane shook like it was fixing to fall apart. I know, Diane. He was nervous about me saying anything, but let me tell you, he's just like me. He is exactly like me. He's exactly like Bobby. We just blurt out stuff, you know? We laugh and make jokes and just stuff comes out. Things are good, Chris. How about you? The Jamboree's coming up soon, Chris. I'm not sure it's this. I don't think it's this weekend, but I can't remember. But I am gonna try to go because I want to film some stuff. I thought that too, Darlene. I thought that too. But I got on that plane and I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. We were like sardines in there and it was just cramped and couldn't see above the seat in front of you at all. It was awful. And honestly, landing in Texas, well, landing in that horrible storm in Pennsylvania was bad enough because the plane honestly shook, and I thought, "Oh, we're falling apart. We are falling apart." Yes, that's it, Chris. Yep, yep, yep. I'm going. Are you going, Chris? I want to do some filming up there. I saw a lady in one of my groups, a local group, and she was complaining because she went to a trail where people run, and there was a guy sitting on a bench filming everybody, and she thought, "How dare they be filming me? You didn't get my consent to film me. Don't you be filming these children." She was angry, oh, so angry. And people were saying, it's not allowed to film people in public places. And I'm wondering, y'all, when I go to those festivals and stuff and I walk around with my camera, I never thought that it might be irritating to somebody. I mean, I'm not doing it because I want to, harm them in any way. I never thought about it, but I bet they don't like it. Me too, Grace. But I wanted to film at the Jamboree. Chris, we got to park way, way away unless we can get a place up front. But I don't think. Do you? Well, that's great, Chris. They have shuttles now, shuttle bus rides, Chris. So you can park, like, say, Brookshire's, Brookshire's down there. And then you get a shuttle ride to the actual Jamboree. And then you can take a shuttle bus. And those are free. And they'll bring you back. The last time I went to Jamboree, I got a great big lemonade, huge lemonade, and it was delicious. Had a bunch of lemons down in it, and I got a big thing of nachos. That's what I want. I know, Becky. They are. They really are. They offend him because they want to be mad at everything and everything. And they probably gonna be mad at me too. I mean, I have noticed when I went to the Jamboree, I have noticed there I'm carrying my stick with my camera. And I have noticed them looking at me, but nobody's ever said anything to me before, like don't do that or whatever. I just didn't think about it. But that guy, he admitted, he said on there, he said, I have a channel and I do this for that channel. He said, I'm not out here trying to hurt anybody. Well, you should not be filming my child's face. How dare you? for heaven's sake, lady, just, you know, settle down. Well, you cook it, Jackie. You have a microwave. You cook it in the microwave. You clean it really well, wash it really well. Pierce the skin with your fork all the way around. Wrap it in a paper towel. Put it in the microwave. 10 minutes on one side, 10 minutes on the other side. Bring it out. Cut it open. Put butter and sugar or brown sugar if you like, and cinnamon down in that thing, and mix it all up, and it's delicious. That's right, Diane. They are. I've got one too. And I've noticed Bodie gets up on the cabinet and tries to play with it and knocks it down. Yes, you can do it like that. If you're going to do it like that, don't put that paper towel on it. You know what I said? Just don't put that. And then that way it'll crisp up that skin. But it's delicious. I'm going to get my potato. Show you my potato. Oh, gosh. I can hardly walk. Where's my potato? Here it is. My potato. It's my sweet potato. And I'm going to have that tonight, I think, for my dinner. That I do that every so often. Yeah, you can do that too, Jackie. Yeah, but it takes about an hour, Diane. In the microwave, you've got it done in 10 minutes. So I seldom cook in the oven anymore. Anyway, I think so too. Diane needs to come down and go to the Jamboree, Chris. Me and Chris and Diane all go to the Jamboree. They're not sweet unless you sweeten them. It's what you put. Well, they're a little bit sweet, I guess, but not a whole lot. That's why you put all that other stuff on them. Y'all, I put about a capful of vanilla in there and mix all that up. You got to have butter. I forgot about the butter. Yep, they are healthy. I've never tried that, Cindy. Well, dadgum, Diane. She's going to be out of town, Chris. Anyway, yeah, butter, cinnamon, plain sugar or brown sugar, and a little vanilla. And they are delish. But Cindy, I'm going to think about that air fryer, but I don't know why I couldn't do it. It's probably in my booklet said you could do it. Let me get my booklet. Let me get my book. Hold on. I'm coming. My book. Yeah, they're better for you. That's right, Becky. So let me look right here and find out, y'all. Potatoes, sweet potatoes. A whole sweet potato, pierce it with a fork, 400 degrees for 35 to 45 minutes. That's only 15 minutes less than you can do in the oven. I don't either, Cindy. Huh, never thought about that, Diana. Yeah, 400 degrees. But you have to pierce it, you know. That sounds good, LL Jean. Yeah, Joy, I always look up Google. I don't know, Jackie. Sweet potatoes, I mean, I don't think that'd be good. I don't know. I don't think it'd be good in a stew. That's more of a dessert type thing, don't y'all think? Oh, really, Jackie? No, mine goes 400 degrees. Yeah, 400 degrees. I didn't know that. Boy, I didn't know all this stuff they cook in here. Yeah, they go to 400 degrees. I don't know what Swede is, Jackie. I hadn't either, Connie. What is a Swede anyway? Unless it's somebody from Sweden. It's bound to go over 200, Jackie. Oh, I don't know. I don't think I've ever had a parsnip my whole life. I don't think so. I didn't think of that, Becky. That me. Only 200 degrees. Ah, LL Jean. That might be. Good idea, Darlene. Yep, good idea. Is your air fryer on Celsius? Is what LL Jean asked Jackie. Mine is Fahrenheit. I bet it is too, Becky. I bet that's what the problem is, Jackie. It's on Celsius. Don't y'all think they ought to have everything the same all over the world? Mine only goes to 400, I think, Darlene, because I'm not seeing any of the recipes where they're over 400. Not a single one over 400. Nope. Nope, nope. So that's all it goes to. I haven't looked at the dial, so I wouldn't know. Oh, that's what it is, Jackie. Yep, yep. So 200 Celsius would be 400 Fahrenheit. Aren't we getting smart in here? Every time I think about their money system and how they do their pounds and stuff, I ask, and then she figures it out for me. Oh, we could do that. Alexa, what is 200 degrees Celsius in Fahrenheit?
200 degrees Celsius is 392 degrees Fahrenheit.
392 degrees Fahrenheit, Jackie. So 200 Celsius equals 392 Fahrenheit. That's the deal. Ella Jean, well done.
Related to that.
I don't want to hear any more from you, Alexa. Go home. Alexa, go home. Alexa, go home. Okay. I don't want her giving me stuff I didn't ask for. Oh, it did? She heard you? That is funny. She understood Texas drawl, didn't she? How about that? That's funny. A commercial came on the TV the other day in Aspro. I don't know what all this junk, but mine came on. That's a good one, Cindy. Alexa, take a nap. I'll just say go home because she really, y'all, yeah, we have $1 bills, Jackie. I just saw that. All of them are the same color. They're not pretty. They're nothing like yours. They don't have little windows in them. They're not beautiful. What they have on them are presidents. So y'all would only have king or queen because you don't have presidents. But all our notes are not beautiful like yours. Why, do you not have anything that would be worth $1? Yeah, they should, Becky. All ours are in the same old plain old color. Let me get one if I have one. I'll show you. Let's see. Can you see this? So this is Andrew Jackson, who was a president. And on the front, it's got him. And on the back, it's got the White House. Can you see it? They're just ugly. They're ugly, ugly. They're not pretty. They don't have those beautiful little windows, is what y'all have. That's what they look like. Yep. That's what they look like. They are paper. They're paper. They're a nice kind of paper, though. You know, they're not that real thin paper that you can tear easily. They're a nice, crispy paper. They're pretty tough. So, oh, I've washed. Hey, haven't y'all all washed money plenty of times? Wow, Darlene. Boy, what is this world coming to that they won't take cash? That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. Right. Different denominations have different presidents. And I couldn't tell you who's on the 100. It's because I don't see those much. But probably the most popular would be the 20. Why is that? Why are they doing away with cash? y'all know not many people write checks anymore. I still have the checks that have Bobby's name on them with mine, and it will be almost 6 years in December since he passed away. That shows you that I don't write many checks. Yeah, me too, Diane. Me too. Washed them, dried them. They come out fine. When I paid contractors and stuff to work on that house, if it was a big amount, I wrote them a check. But if it wasn't a big amount, well, I don't pay Cody's daddy in a check unless I haven't been to the bank or gotten cash. I try to pay him in cash so that he won't have to go to the bank. But otherwise, I don't write checks. I've seen people in grocery stores actually get mad at people who write checks at the grocery line, because they're impatient. They're sitting there writing their check. Is it Ben Franklin? Thanks, Joy. I don't see those a lot. Anyway, they're sitting there writing their check out. It takes a while. People in line are rude. I mean, so that's all they've got. Maybe they don't have a debit card or a credit card, That's another thing. My card is expiring in January, so I'm going to have to get that done too. And that means I have to go to all my accounts and change the numbers on my card. Probably so, Cindy. I offered my yard maintenance as part of the rent. I don't charge extra. I'd rather go ahead and pay for it than expect. Well, I've never gotten mad at somebody doing that, Ella Jean. Never have. I mean, like I said, not everybody has a card that they pay from. Wow, stamps are high. United States USPS, United States Mail, Diana. She propped that package for that woman up on my tree on the side of my driveway. Wasn't even close to being the right address. I looked it up and found out where she was and took it down to her. And I'm going to tell you why they probably didn't want to go. They didn't want to go to her. Her yard was so overgrown that the weeds would be up over my knees had I gone in the fence. She's got a chain link fence. She used to have a bunch of cats. Then they put up a chain link fence, and now she's got 2 big dogs. They like Dobermans. Well, I'm not going in there to take her package, and I'm sure USPS didn't want to do it either. But outside that house, she had an old rundown, broken down shed, open shed, had a pickup pulled in there, probably has not been run in years and years, and it was loaded the back of it was loaded in trash. And as I pulled up in her driveway to put package out, I put it down on the ground by her gate because I wasn't going up in that mess with those Dobermans. Cats started coming out of that trash. So she used to feed those cats. She got the Dobermans. Now the cats can't go in there, and they're living in that trash. That made me sick at my stomach, and I won't ever go down there again. I don't care if her package does get delivered up here. Never taking it to her again. That was a horrible situation. I know Jackie can't. She didn't have on green. I don't have a single picture of her in green. I looked. I honestly did. So we'll just have to use this yellow. His jacket, no, his jacket's not green. But I was looking and looking for a green picture, y'all. The only reason I got that post office box is because we used to have a lady that's walking down the street, and she would look in all those boxes, doesn't she, Connie? She sure does. And she was taking stuff out of people's uh, postal boxes out here on the road. You know what I'm talking about. And I used to get my bills and stuff delivered out here by USPS. So that's when I went up and got that post office box. I don't go very much. I do go, maybe every 2 weeks. The only problem I have with delivering here, which I like a lot, it's much better, is that sometimes this woman, she drives a little white car. Brian and I were talking about her the other day. He said, "Is that the woman in that white car?" I said, "She won't get out of her car for nothing." But she drives around. I have a circle drive out here, and tosses my package under my carport. That's what she does. So she doesn't have to get out of the car and put it on my porch. But the other day I had a package when I came home from the grocery store, nicely sitting up by my front door on my porch. Yeah, no kidding, Jackie. No kidding. But this happened to be, this was something soft, but she didn't know that it was soft, But yeah, that's what she does. She tosses them out the window so she didn't have to get out of the car. So we just have terrible service out here. Terrible, terrible. And the post office doesn't do anything about it. You can't complain. They don't care. So that's one reason they're in trouble. What, Diana, if you will email me, I will send you my home address right here. And my email is mysimplecottagelife@gmail.com. My Simple Cottage Life is all one word at gmail.com. And I will mail back. Hi, JB. I'm so glad you got to come in today. It's good to see you. Hope you're well. Well, I don't know what, Jackie. What in the world? But anyway, if you will email me, I will send you my home address, and it delivers right out here, hopefully. But she's been doing better. She really has, because I found a package the other day on my front porch, which was very, very nice. So I do have a few people that send me to my house. That's not a bad idea, Darlene. No, that would work. That would work well for people who live in like communities, cul-de-sacs and all that kind of thing, houses right next to one another. But out in the country, I don't know that I don't know if that would work for me or not. I don't know. Ah, sweet Diana. Thank you. That's kind. Something since June. Yeah, I'll be glad to send you my address. Absolutely. because she toss it out. I know. But I got a beautiful teacup one day. Uh, but it had to have gone to the post office because it was wrapped up nicely to go to the post office. I think it's Cindy. I think Cindy from Oklahoma has 30 something acres. I think she mows all that, y'all. Y'all remember Heidi Hoax? I miss Heidi, but I think she had a big bunch of land too, and she would bush hog. She had a big tractor. I think she drove this big tractor, and mowed her property. I remember her telling us about that one day. Heidi, if you're out there anywhere, we miss you, and we love you, and I hope that you're okay. Wow, Diana. I took that woman's tour too, but I'm never going to take anything up there again because I got mad about the cats. I mean, those poor cats living in that trash in that pickup truck. No. I'm thinking that maybe she's only a couple of acres from me, y'all. That might be where this baby kitty came from because she did not spay or neuter her cats. They were wild. She didn't even try to trap them and go and have them fixed or anything. And I bet you that kitty cat came from there. It's about 2 acres that down to the side. I don't do recycling. There's no way to do recycling where I am. I think you're doing well, Diana. You're doing quite well. I see it now. Dion. Check Dion, his dad. I saw she did an outing with William. Jackie, I'm getting kind of sick about Camilla here. Why is the press constantly saying that Kate is rude to Camilla? She is not. They are saying that she did not curtsy at the king's coronation when Camilla came by. Yes, she did. They just didn't have those that are talking about it did not get that part, but she did too. She curtsied. They're saying Kate refuses to curtsy to Camilla. I have seen her curtsy to Camilla many, many times. I wish they'd leave Kate alone. I got mad. I got mad about it. Because I know that she did. She's done everything that she's supposed to do because that's the kind of girl she is. She's total perfection. I know, Cindy. I hate that stuff. Oh, wait, what? Tough engagement. Oh, no, Jackie, I did not see that. Oh, man. Oh, well, that's horrible, isn't it? I thought she looked tired too. This one that she was walking up to greet someone. She was with William, and I noticed her face looked real tired. She is thin. She's super thin. That's true. Not mine. I can see that. Here, Kate, let's have a hot dog. Yeah, I think so too, Becky. Yep. I've seen that too, Jackie. What it means, what it if she has it a certain way, if she's talking to somebody, for instance, let's say she's talking to somebody and she doesn't want to talk to him anymore. She's had all that conversation I can stand. She moves her handbag to a certain area and somebody comes in immediately and says, Your Majesty, so and so needs you for whatever. And they take her away. Isn't that something? So she's talking to somebody and she's either tired of them now or she didn't want to talk to them in the first place. She just moves her handbag a certain way, and there's somebody ready to jump on her and take her away from there. Isn't that something? Yes, I know, Jackie. Can you imagine, y'all? And then there's if you're at a dinner, a state dinner, when the queen finishes eating, y'all, you better hope you ate all you want because that's the end of it. They will come and take your plate away. Yeah, and nobody knows that she's doing it though, Jackie. She's so clever. There's different things. I saw that too. Different ways she holds her handbag so that her people will take it away. Yeah, it's cool. Really cool. But well, I don't know if we would ever be able to notice that she's doing it because see if you can find a video on Her Majesty's handbag or something like that, and they'll show you what she does with that handbag. She, I think, has had the same brand handbag and certainly the same brand shoes for years and years and years. They are, and do you know that there is somebody? That's right, LL Jean, exactly. There is somebody when she gets a new pair of shoes, y'all. There is somebody with her exact foot size that wears her shoes out, wears them around so that they're properly broken in before the queen actually puts them on. Isn't that amazing? Why? Because he thought that it was a conspiracy, Jackie? Is that what you mean? Yeah, I think so, Sandy. I know, Becky. Isn't that cute? I can't imagine. LL Jean, well, they got somebody in her employee that has been there for many, many years, and she's the royal shoe stretcher. That's exactly right. But that's right. Are you talking about Muhammad Al Fayed and the fact that he thought that the car wreck was staged? I mean, planned, not staged, planned. Is that what you mean? Of course, after all, his son died in that car accident. So, yeah, I mean, what else has he done? I don't know. I know he has a oh, I did not know that, Jackie. I did not know that, Jackie. It's not. I'm going to watch YouTube today and see. I will have her look. My person look up his name on YouTube and check that out. Oh, dadgum. Yes, Darlene. Yeah, that's funny. Oh, I'm quite sure, Jackie, that they covered up. I don't think it was Kate that did it, Diana. I think it was the Queen. Yeah, Kate doesn't do that. Very seldom does Kate really carry a handbag. It's certainly not all the time. Oh, Jackie, I'd like him if he had two noses. I really would. I mean, he can't do him wrong in my eyes. Neither can her. Yeah. I like them all. They're interesting. And I'm not envious of them either. I find that strange. You'd think that I would want to be envious, like drive up and somebody, yeah, I did. Somebody who drives you everywhere you want to go. I don't know if I'd like that or not, y'all. Would you? I wouldn't. And then you can't even get out of the car till somebody comes in and opens the door for you. I remember when I used to date years ago. You're supposed to wait for the boy to walk around the front of the car and come open your door for you. Are you kidding me? I'm home. Let me get out on my own. I didn't wait for somebody to come open the door. It felt awkward. Did y'all? You're supposed to sit there like you're stupid and wait for this boy to walk around the car to open your car door so you can go home. Really? I did not do that. I'm home. I kick that door open and I get out and I go in. No kidding. I wondered about that too. I mean, I would not want to be a royal person for nothing. I would not. At Downton Abbey, y'all watch Downton Abbey. They sit right on the edge of their chair. They don't sit back in the chair like I do. They're right on the very edge of their chairs all the time. And they don't cross their knees. They put their feet together. Wish you could see me. And that's right, Cindy. That's right. Don't open the door for me, dude. Probably so. That's why their backs are straight. It's not like me, all slouched down like that, No way. I would find, well, you'd have a different mindset, first of all, if you grew up. Oh my gosh, yes, Diana. I watched it. I binge watched that thing. As soon as I discovered it, I'd sit there and I'd watch and watch and watch. And then I would, take a nap or eat something. I'd watch some more. Why? To walk a dog, I dress the way I dress, no matter whether I'm going to the grocery store or the post office. And actually, that's the only two places I go. Now, I might dress a little nicer when I go to the Jamboree, but I doubt it. I mean, why do that? See, here's the thing. We used to get all dressed up when we were younger, makeup on, nice clothes and all that stuff because we were younger. And we sort of wanted to attract a man, right? Well, now I go out, man. I tell you, I'm just going to go out and whatever. If my house shoes, because I'm not looking for a man anymore. I don't care. Oh, I couldn't live like that, Diane. No way. Are you kidding? If I want to get a sandwich, I don't want to ring a little bell. That's my kitty cat. Ring a little bell and get somebody to make me a little sandwich and bring it to me. Me too, Darlene. Pretty much me, Cindy. I remember it too, Diana. We had to wear to church. Let's just say Easter Sunday. Mama would she sewed our clothes, and we had hats, and we had gloves, and we had white shoes with white socks with lace on the ends, and always a corsage because she was a floral designer. So we always had a corsage. She always had orchid, purple orchid. Reading about Megan. I saw that. Becky. That they're saying that she's had cosmetic surgery, and she obviously has. Her nose is a whole lot thinner than it used to be. I hope that dress needs to go in the trash. That's horrible. That's tacky. She went to a children's event wearing that dress, y'all, that shows that's just cut all the way down practically to her belly button. That was tacky. Horrible. Well, I've got my book in here and my baked potato. I mean, sweet potato. They're pointed, Connie. No, it isn't, Jackie. Ella Jean, there's no way. Oh, well, I have to go down, Jackie, to Brian's house. He called me last night and he said, Mom, you need to bring your car down here. He's got a compressor and he's going to air up my tires because my tires are super low. And I said, he wanted me to come down there last night. I said, I don't want to come in the dark. I don't like to drive in the dark. So I'm going to go down to his house and take my trash down there because he's got a trash people that come Monday morning. I'm going to put my trash. And then he's going to air up my tires, and that's that. I may sit around and cook me something good and just eat all of it. It's awful, Becky. That's true, Darlene. Although I am from the generation, as are a lot of you. He's 3 miles, Diana, 3 miles. Where there was a time I wore short shorts and a halter top in red. I did. I wouldn't do it now, but I did it then. Short shorts and a halter top in red. That was the style. Yeah, 3 miles is next door, Jackie. That's right. It's only 3 miles. Y'all, I'm going to ask you a question. Every day on Facebook, I see some woman asking about nails, Now, I'm sure we all agree the eyelashes that these gals get put on them now look like black caterpillars. You know what I'm talking about? really, really thick. They're so thick that I don't know how they open their eyes. They're heavy. The nails that they have put on, some of them are called coffin shape, and they look like coffins. They're way out. Let's see if you can see what I'm doing. They're way out to here and pointed. Some of them are pointed. They look like knives. They're dangerous. And they've got stuff glued all over the top. Y'all know they've got flowers and butterflies. How do they make up their bed? How do they, with these like 2-inch nails that are pointed, how can they make up their bed? How can they do a lot of things? Hygiene type things. How do they? I don't see how they. Yeah, mine are mine. See how little that one is? My nails are always crooked and messed up because I'm not very good at filing my nails anymore. I used to be, but I can't. I trim them back all the time, Darlene, practically down to the nubs, and I'm not kidding, because I don't want them too long, you know. I think they do too, Cindy. They gotta spend a fortune. Those nails have things built up on them, you know, other things. I used to have long nails years ago when I worked. I mean, really long, but they weren't as long as the nails nowadays. These women couldn't possibly clean their house, or how do they shower? How do they wash their hair? I guess they don't do much of anything, Diane. No, I had nails put on one time for my daughter's wedding, and I won't do that again. Left one in paperwork. I just don't see that these women, they must have somebody to clean their house for them or something, because there's no way. I mean, think what you do with your hands on a daily basis, opening your letters, or, you know, getting something out of the fridge, or it's just ridiculous. These nails are that long. And you know, I just don't see how they live with that. And it costs them a heck of a lot of money, certainly a lot more than I've got to spend on false nails. I'm sorry, Jackie. Yeah. Diane, I hear you. When I met him, he was a barber. Yes, at one point he sold mobile homes, but then he went back to being a barber. So he was a barber for over 50 years. I guess so, Joy. But these are people I'm talking about that I see on my Facebook page. Me too, Grace. I cut them down. Now, see, now my nail here, that's getting too long for me. I'm gonna have to cut them down. And they grow fast too. But I just can't. I mean, I'm taking care of cats and dogs, and working in the dirt, and putting fencing up and all that. I can't do that. They're expensive, Jackie. They've gotten so expensive now. I eat it. But that's why I don't do it anymore. You know, when I had my hair really, really short, I had to go in there like every 6 weeks. Yeah, every 6 weeks to get it trimmed. And I liked it at the time. But then, I thought, I don't want to, every 6 weeks and you spend $60 and then you have to give them a tip. I couldn't afford it anymore. I'd rather have hair that I can pin back like I have done today. Mine too, Darlene. I know. Mine grow fast and they're tough too. Tough nails. Mm-hmm. Exactly. Y'all, we have been here over 2 hours. I can't think of a subject that we've not covered. I don't have to cut it. My hair, y'all, I do not have fun. I don't know what's happened. I don't have any split ends or anything anymore. I don't color my hair anymore, you know. That's right, Diana. But I'm getting a lot of gray hair. And I know y'all can't, well, shoot, I can't even get up there. I know you can't see it, but I've got a lot of gray hair. And it's not actually gray, it's silver. And so I want it to come on. I'm ready. I want to have silver hair. I would love to have silver hair. But no, I don't cut it. Well, that's nice, Joy. That's a good deal. If if you enjoy that and y'all get together and talk and have a good time, that's enjoyable for you. Yeah, I'm not going to go have mine done. I mean, I know how to put on polish by my own self if I want to. I don't do that, and I don't have pedicures either, y'all. I just don't. I don't want somebody that, eesh, rubbing on my feet. I don't like that. I don't like that thought. I don't have any of that stuff done. Many pedicures or manicures, either one anymore. I have, but I've never had a pedicure. Big hair, like big hair from the 80s. Yeah, I had big hair. Gosh. Yeah, it is. Yeah. I know that people get infections from them, Darlene, and some people said that they have actually gotten a fungus uh, because their machines or their pedicures weren't, nail fungus. So I don't know. I do my own or I don't do them. I do too. Okay, Diane. Thank you for coming in. I think we're going to close it down, y'all. Oh, good for you. Congratulations, Jackie. I hope that you will be able to share some photos with us, maybe in the group. That would be wonderful. Well, y'all, we've gone 2 hours and 14 minutes. And I want to tell you, I really appreciate y'all coming in so much. All of you. I hope you have a good weekend. Thanks for everybody that came in. Bye-bye, y'all. I love you, everyone. Bye-bye. See you soon. Hope God is good to you. Bye-bye.